In this video, I'm going to show you how to name compounds. Now, the first thing you have to do is decide, is it ionic or molecular? So look at these formulas. They look really similar. So how do we know if a formula is ionic or molecular? Same atoms, we've got subscripts. Well, here it is. If a compound contains a metal, which would be listed first, and a nonmetal, it's ionic. Or you see polyatomic ions. And so what you need to do is find a list. You can print one out. There's one in your book. Get the list of polyatomics so that you can recognize them. I'm talking hydroxide, nitrate, sulfate, those kinds of things. Then if a compound is made up of two nonmetals bonded together, like chlorine and oxygen, then that is a molecular compound. So first you identify what it is. So I see nitrogen and oxygen. This one is molecular. And then I have potassium, and that's a metal, and a nonmetal, that's ionic. And the last one, I've got a metal, and that is a polyatomic. So we would name that with ionic rules. Now, what are the rules for naming? Let's go back to our chart. So it's really simple. For an ionic compound, all you do is name the cation first and the anion. So as long as you know the names of the ions, you can name the compound. Well, you can't really see the ions anymore. So let's name these first. So I see that this one was made of the K+ ion. That's what potassium makes. And then nitrogen makes the nitride ion. So name the compound. Potassium, nitride. Don't tell how many, just name the two ions. Then the last one, again, is made with the K+ ion, and that would be potassium, of course. And then the nitrate is the NO3 with a -1 charge, so that is potassium nitrate. So as long as you recognize the ions and know their names, it's pretty straightforward. Cation, anion, done. Don't tell how many. Now let's go get our molecular compound. Let's look at the rules here. So for a molecular compound, we're going to use prefixes. So in molecular compounds, you do tell how many by using prefixes, and you'll need to learn the prefixes maybe 1 to 10. Okay, so mono, di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa, nona, deca. So they'll be listed somewhere for you in your book. And then prefix, name of the first, prefix, root of the second, and then ide. That looks super complicated, but let me show you how this works. So we've got 2 nitrogens, so that would be di, that's our prefix, nitrogen. And then we've got 5, which is penta, and then the root for oxygen is ox, and then we're going to end it with ide, remember. Now, I've got too many vowels there, and so you'll get the feel for this. That A is going to disappear, and we're just going to call that pentoxide. Okay, so the more you see written, the easier it will be for you to name these. Now, I think that molecular compounds are actually easier as long as you know the prefixes. So once you recognize them, all you do is throw those prefixes in there. Now, there is one caveat to this rule, and that is the last part. If you have just a single element for the first one, such as CO2, we don't call that monocarbon dioxide. You just drop the mono and call that carbon dioxide. So I hope that helps you. I hope you're a rock star at naming these compounds. If you need more help, check out my TikTok, Can Do Chemistry. I also have a website, candochemistry.com, and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.